What is your American dream?
My American dream. Wow. Piece of the pie. Definitely expanding our business, corporation, making it worldwide.
I've experienced so many stories of immigrants coming in, and I want to see everyone have the same opportunity to achieve their dream equally, no matter what demographic background they come from.
My American dream is I hope that one day we can actually live up to our pledge and have liberty and justice for everyone in America, because America is supposed to be the melting pot and the safe haven for immigrants that migrate over here.
My American dream is for people and animals to come together in unity and peace, honestly.
The whole idea of the American dream is that I have the ability and option to decide what I want my dream to be. And for me, that's what American dream is all about.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome, everybody. We are 9 days into the new decade. It is 2020, and today means we're 9 days in, January 9th, 2020.
That is what
and
it
it
means.
is a very, very special January 9th. It's always very, very special, but extra special when I am joined in the studio live with Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. You got a lot of gold on today.
I do.
You got the gold watch.
The gold chain,
the
it's
gold
Ethiopian
ring,
thing.
But you got the diamond earring.
Yeah.
You didn't do the gold.
I didn't do the gold earring.
You didn't go all gold on me today.
I didn't go all gold.
Why not?
I'll make sure I do that next time.
You should match everything.
You're right.
Right.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Hey, everybody.
It's
everybody. Add stylist.
That's
under
right.
Brad now.
Uncle Brad. If anybody wants to be styled by Uncle Brad, I will be more than happy to bring over my white button-down shirt, my pocket square, and my blazer. Everybody will look like me. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you're telling me to wear gold. You don't really wear gold.
I don't wear gold, but
you have an eye.
But I do know, and I don't want to call you out on this, but if you go gold all over, you got to go gold in the ears too.
You're right. All right. I got you.
You can't go diamond in the ears and gold everywhere else.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, you got to go diamond everywhere. You got to pick when you wake up in the morning. Okay, you got to look in the mirror and you got to say, "Yo-Yo." And this is what you say to yourself, "Yo-Yo, my diamond today or my gold today?"
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely don't have any diamond necklaces or watches or bracelets. So.
But don't look in the mirror and say, "Yeah, today I think I'm going to be metal." You don't want to look like that.
No, we definitely don't.
You don't want to
that.
be metal today, right?
No, absolutely not.
No, you're either going to be gold, but you don't have any diamonds. You don't have that.
No, would you like to get me a diamond necklace?
I have a diamond ring I could give you if you want.
Oh, this is true. I would gladly take it.
I don't know what to do with it anymore.
Woo, I'm going to hold your hand more often.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, if you hold my hand, maybe you'll get it. All right, let's say hello to Diane Reed, Vina Gibson, Marilyn Miller, how are you? Squad up. Marcia McCullough, squad up. Deion Watson, squad up. Myrtle Ray, squad up. Dawn Harriet, squad up. Jessica Kalimi, Joel is watching. Ali Boo Beecher, squad up. Stargirl Mika, squad up. Sandra Salinas, all the way out from California, one of our biggest defenders.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says anything bad about Bradshaw Live. Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias and Brad Bernstein when Sandra Salinas is in the house. Ma Dukes!
Yeah.
Have we seen I haven't seen Ma Dukes this year, have we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
She's been around?
Yeah, because I think we asked the question for her.
Yes? Okay. She's been kind of quiet then. I have not seen her in a lot of the comments.
She hasn't spoke as much
She's
as
been
usual.
in the closet mostly this year.
Oh, don't listen. I'm not saying that just because, a lot of people get real sensitive when you call them out.
Correct. But Ma Dukes, it's time to come out of the closet and start making some comments. Jessica Kalimi is double fisting. She's on YouTube as well. Jean Love saying hello to everybody. Earl Eugene saying hello on YouTube. Nikisha, Ed saying hey all. DJ says up Brad Squad. Sexy Shan Myers saying squad up. A guy by the name of Yonathan.
That's me.
That's you. Squad up family. Simone Brown, how are you? Tiffany saying squad up. And then following with a question, we'll get back to you in a little bit.
Oh, they didn't get you this time.
Danny, quite contrary, otherwise known as Danny Contreras, saying squad up. Yara Edwards, McLord Edwin has a question. We will get to you shortly. Gareth Brown with a question. Cindy Albert saying squad up. And Robinson Velez. And maybe this is a pre-comment of the day.
Okay.
Saying, hi, Brad, our savior. Okay,
oh,
now let's not get carried away.
Yikes.
Although I like to think that sometimes I am godlike, I'm really not. Right? I mean, nobody wants to have that,
have a candle with Brad's face on it, like
savior. Yeah. Because I mean, I like to think I have a big ego, but when you start comparing me to gods. I think it's a little much. Even me and my big ego says that's a little too much.
That is a lot.
Yes. Wet sugar.
I do want to say real quick. Sandra Salinas said that I don't need a diamond because I am a superstar. So I like that. And I do want to tell everybody on Facebook, y'all have been hitting me up for the past couple of days, and I cannot answer back until tomorrow because I am in Facebook jail.
What? Hit you up with what?
Just like, I can't comment.
You can't comment.
I can't even like. So I read everything, but I'm in Facebook jail until tomorrow.
Yes.
That's all we're going to say.
By the way, we have a couple more people on YouTube. I got to say hello to Wet Sugar Donna.
Wet Sugar Donna.
Yes. She is Wet Sugar's with us. And who else? Donald Horton.
Isn't that what we say like when...
Well, yeah. Wet Sugar used to be an avid watcher of our show.
Okay.
When we did it on radio, and we're just literally before we were in the studio, and we'd just have our phones on.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seemed that it was just like we always made fun, like it was just like seemed like very like sensual, sexual, dirty, Wet Sugar.
Okay.
So when we would go off the rails and start getting too raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
That was our code word, like too much Wet Sugar.
I'm about to start using that a little bit more
Too much Wet Sugar. And I'm sure she's a nice, sweet woman.
Yes.
I don't know for sure, but I'm sure she is. Yeah. Cordella Douglas, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, why don't you tell everybody what they need to do while I stretch and get ready for some... Oh, before we do that...
What's up?
I forgot Instagram.
Oh.
I forgot Instagram.
Cut the music.
I'ma be me. Says Squad Up Family. We back live on Instagram. And Sumara Mabifa, 67, has joined us as well. King Prince 18, Squad Up. And the Instagram names are very hard.
Yes.
Baru Wakuman and Papa Miami joining us on Instagram as well. Cage Mackenzie said, blessed love squatties up.
Mm-hmm.
So we are live on, to make it very clear, Facebook.
Yes.
We are live on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we are live now on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Bradshaw Live. On YouTube, Bradshaw Live. On Instagram, Bradshaw Live. Now, 2 days ago, we did a contest, Yonathan.
Yes.
And we said, if you follow Bradshaw Live and you like Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch's post and you tag 5 of your friends in that post,
mm-hmm.
you will be enrolled into our machine that Rock J. Roberts says is fixed, which is not, and we will pick out one person who will win a free consultation with me. That contest is now locked and closed.
Woohoo.
You can no longer add your tag your friends on Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch's post, but we are going to get our machine out in about 45 minutes or so, and some lucky person is going to win a free consultation with me.
All
now,
right.
with that being said, Now's your time to shine and all your gold and diamonds.
There we go. All right, everybody, first things first. Everybody on Facebook, everyone on YouTube, and also on Instagram, we need you all to join the Facebook fan page. As you guys can see right here, all you have to do is put in the search name, Brad Show Live Brad Squad. It's easy. Do that and join, and we will actually accept it. And when you do that, you get incentives. And the main one is you get the first 5 questions answered for sure. Listen, there's no other people that are gonna be in front of you guys. Like, even if you come on the show at 5:30 before we even start, if you put it in the Brad Squad Facebook fan page, the VIP fan page, you will guaranteed get your question answered. All right, now for Facebook, we need you all to share, all right? So we talk about this. We talk about how you guys haven't really been sharing as much as usual, but we need you guys to up that right now. Share right now to anybody's page. You can share it to an inbox. You can actually tag people into the share. Please, I need you guys to literally just click that little arrow and share it all over. Just blast that. All right, share as much as you can. Usually we'll be like, all right, don't share too much. Don't, get in Facebook jail like I have.
And what do you do on Instagram, Yo-Yo?
Oh, on Instagram, that's easy as well. On everybody that's watching on Instagram Live, I need you guys to DM this live right now to anybody that's in your DM list. All right, you can add any one of your friends or followers. You could actually just send it right from the live video to your DMs. So send that out to everybody because we want to make sure we grow the Instagram following. And of course on YouTube, we need you all to please press that thumbs up. We want you to share that as well. Copy the link and send it to a WhatsApp group, share it to Viper, any text message app that you're using. But most importantly, like I said before, we need you guys to please press that thumbs up and of course, subscribe. All right, everybody on YouTube, subscribe. We are growing by the day. We are almost at 14,000 subscribers.
We're at 14,000.
Are we at there?
Yes, we are.
We weren't there yesterday,
but
so that means
today.
that you guys are listening. That means y'all are listening.
Today.
Perfect. All right, now we're about to schmooze with Brad. So here it is. Schmoozing with Brad.
All right. So yesterday, it was very sad after the missile launch by Iran into U.S. military base where nobody died.
Yeah.
Plane crashed about an hour later in Iran. It was a 737. I had said yesterday, plane 737s, unless it was that new 737 MAX,
right,
don't just crash. And then the way it was described that it crashed is that the plane was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I had said yesterday, I'm no aviation expert, investigator,
right,
forensic, I'm just plain old Uncle Brad. But I said yesterday, Boeing 737s, the good old Boeing 737s, and this was a new one, made in 2016, they just don't go up in flames. Sometimes, a plane may crash because of a malfunction, pilot loses control of the plane, but a plane just doesn't go on fire. And I said, something's weird. I said yesterday, maybe it was like an anti-aircraft or a missile or a bombing or a terrorist. 82 Iranians died in that plane crash. 63 Canadians died in that plane crash. 11 Ukrainians, 10 Swedes, 4 Afghans, 3 Britons, and 3 Germans. A total of 176 people died on that plane. It was in the air for about 8 minutes, climbing out of Tehran on its way to Ukraine, Kiev. And it is now, according to Pentagon officials, according to Canadian officials, and also according to Ukrainian officials, the reason that the 737 crashed and burned in the air was because it was hit by a surface-to-air anti-missile defense from Iran.
Wow.
So apparently, we don't know whether Iran did this on purpose. I would presume it was inadvertent. I don't think they would want to shoot down an unarmed commercial airplane. But what apparently happened is that somebody got scared that the United States was going to retaliate and had these surface-to-air anti-missile launchers ready. And apparently the launcher mistook the airplane as a missile coming into Iran. It was shot off to defend the Iranian territory and blew the people up.
So they blew up midair.
They blew up in midair.
Oh
That's why I said planes just don't blow up in midair like that. That's what I said yesterday.
Wow.
So the crash happened in less than an hour after Iran fired 22 ballistic missiles. Now, Iran does not obviously have any diplomatic relations with the United States. They are refusing to hand over the black boxes to either the United States government or to Boeing, the manufacturer. But what people are saying is that it was an anti-aircraft missile. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today at a press conference said that Canadian intelligence has information from multiple sources that indicate the plane was shot down from an Iranian surface-to-air missile. He filed, though, that he said it may have been inadvertent. When asked if the United States deserves any blame for this tragedy, Trudeau responded by saying it was too soon to be drawing conclusions and assigning blame or responsibility. Iran will not give the black box to Boeing. We don't know what's going to happen with that black box, whether Iran's going to keep it, and what ultimately is going to happen from it. What we do know is that 176 people got killed.
Yeah.
And I would say that the responsibility in this particular situation would be on Iran. They're the ones who shot this surface-to-air missile, and more importantly, they did not have the foresight to close the airport down after they decided to launch these missiles into Iraq. They allowed commercial airplanes during military maneuvers, military missiles going off. That airport should have been closed down.
Yeah, so
now they didn't want to close the airport down in advance and give warning, perhaps. But once those missiles went up in the air, every plane should have been grounded.
Yeah.
And the fact that this plane was allowed to take off 30, 45 minutes, 50 minutes after Iran attacked the U.S. military base, and they did not close down that airport in Tehran. I blame Iran.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Do you think the passengers actually knew that the missiles had just been shot?
They would have no idea unless maybe they had Wi-Fi on the plane.
Right.
But usually the Wi-Fi doesn't go in till after 10,000 feet.
Right.
And not everybody pays for the Wi-Fi. So I would say that it is unlikely that anybody knew. And the plane, and the only thing you could say is that you hope, nobody suffered and everybody died instantly. I have no idea. I don't know what it's like, but it's horrifying, whatever it may be. But it's 176 innocent lives dead, in addition to the 50, 60, 70 Iranians that got killed in the funeral for General Soleimani. Over 200 people dead as a result of the killing of Soleimani by Donald Trump and the United States of America. Donald Trump in a press conference earlier today, because people are saying, well, why did you have to kill this guy? What was the imminent threat? Because we kept hearing imminent threat, imminent threat. I have no idea if this is true or not, but Donald Trump said the imminent threat was that this general from Iran, he was the one who was coordinating all of the protests and assaults on the U.S. Embassy in the Green Zone in Iraq and Baghdad. If you remember last week, people were protesting. They were trying to climb the wall into the embassy, go into the embassy and do damage or kill people inside the embassy. And they had to be literally shot at by U.S. personnel on the other side, similar to what happened in Tehran in 1979 when protesters took over the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and held 50 some odd Americans hostage for almost a year.
Right.
So I guess Trump did not want on his watch, I'm assuming, this to happen again.
Right.
Especially a year out of the election.
Right.
Now, in his press conference, he said that not only did this general from Iran, and I have no way of knowing whether this is true or not. This is Donald Trump, who lies all day long.
Right.
So we have no idea if this is true or not. But he had said that this General Soleimani, he was not only leading these protests and organizing these protests of these protesters trying to breach the barriers to the U.S. Embassy, perhaps even take hostages, but was also planning on a major bombing of the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, and that this killing of him stopped that bombing in its tracks, and that was the imminent threat. Whether it's true or not,
right?
We'll know in 25 years when they declassify all this information. Okay, so when I'm about 80 years old,
right, then you'll find out.
And you're here, you'll be about 50.
Oh my
we'll
God.
be schmoozing. Joe, please remember this day 25 years from now when they declassify this information.
Oh my goodness.
And we will go back and play the tape and see if I'm right. Okay, Jill says it's locked in her brain. 25 years from now, we'll see if I'm right. So that's kind of what's been going on. Now, the other thing is this. We're not out of the woods yet with Iran, because even though the U.S. and Iran are not going to go head to head as country to country, Iran has like these other players and other groups that act on behalf of Iran.
Right.
All different types of paramilitary groups with all different names. Many are terrorist groups, others are paramilitary groups. Some are Persian and Iranian, others are Syrian, some are, all over. The Houthis in Yemen. Iran they fund the Houthis in the war in Yemen right now.
Right.
Right. So I don't know, and I don't know all the names of the different groups. As I said, I'm not an airplane expert. I'm certainly not a geopolitical expert of Iran and Iraq. But I do know that Iran definitely does fund many groups, and my belief, from my little knowledge, is that these groups are going to cause a lot of mayhem for the U.S. military in Iraq. They are not going to leave. And it's going to be a low-level war now between these groups and the U.S. military. U.S. military is gearing up for that. They're not even fighting ISIS anymore.
Yeah.
They're now said they stop fighting ISIS, and we're now going to have to fight these paramilitary groups that Iran is funding. So now it's become a low-level war, and hopefully it doesn't break out into a high-level war.
Yeah.
And again, it all goes back to, why are we there?
Listen.
Okay.
I wish I knew.
And finally, the last thing about Iran and Iraq and all of this, before we move on, is that a poll came out, I saw this afternoon, and more than 68% of Americans say that that Donald Trump killing this general in Iran has made the world less safe than more safe.
Yes.
And that's where we stand right now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mitch McConnell, who is the leader of the Republican senators, who is, bitching up a storm, ready to finish this impeachment. He doesn't want it to drag into the presidential elections. Nancy Pelosi's holding on to those impeachment papers like I hold on to my cards here for dear life. Won't hand them over to McConnell.
Right.
Because if she hands them over, McConnell will make this impeachment trial go away in 48 hours. So Nancy Pelosi, she is trying to keep this impeachment alive for as long as possible to hurt Donald Trump in the election, and McConnell wants it over with. So Mitch McConnell needs 51 senators, Republican senators, to agree on a very quick, short trial. He says he has those votes now, and he believes that the impeachment trial will proceed next week, with or without impeachment papers from Nancy Pelosi. And we'll see how that all goes. I do not know. Meanwhile, for those of you who are watching on Facebook right now, Facebook has come out and said that they will not be policing political ads.
Oh gosh, of course not.
So every political ad that you see on Facebook, potentially or most likely, is a big effing lie.
Right.
Every ad you see on Facebook potentially could be a huge, huge lie, because they are not. It's funny because Facebook, for things that have a nature of national importance, they make you, such as if I were to run an immigration ad on Facebook, because immigration has national importance, they review these ads to make sure that they do not have inflammatory words. But what they do not review is the veracity of those words. So, for example, if I'm an anti-immigration advocate, and I was going to run an ad, kick the smelly immigrants out of America because they're smelling up the joint.
Right.
Facebook would not allow that because we use the word smelling immigrants.
Right.
And we described an immigrant negatively.
Right.
But if you were to just run a fact-based advertisement that says, did you know that immigrants have caused 99% of the murders in America?
So it doesn't have to be true?
It doesn't have to be true. That they will allow that ad.
What?
Yeah, but they will not allow you to say, did you know that the immigrants smell? Because you're now describing them negatively. So they are not, that's how it works. That's how it works.
But if I throw a video on with Beyonce's song, you're ripping that right off my profile.
That's right. You want to know why? You want to know why?
Why?
Because it all comes down to the Benjamins. Mm-hmm. Okay, they want to run as many advertisements as they can.
Wow.
And so they don't care, and they don't want to be sued for copyright.
Right.
Which is why we can't run music
right.
on Facebook. But certainly, you have to be very, very careful.
That's insane.
Very careful about what you see. Now, Twitter, for their Twitter, everybody sits there on Twitter. I find Twitter quite anxiety riding because everybody sits there and argues with each other, but nobody changes anybody's mind.
Right.
So Twitter is the big argument of politics. No minds are being changed. Okay, so if you're anti-Trump, you just agree with all the anti-Trump stuff, and
right.
if you are pro-Trump, you agree
then
with all the pro,
yeah.
and then you fight, but nobody's minds ever changes.
Right.
So I find it very.
This is true.
I find it very upsetting to be on Twitter because I'm like, why am I wasting my time arguing with people? Nobody's mind is being changed.
Right. It's literally just an avenue to get some steam off.
Exactly. or to get validation for your own opinions.
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of people go on and then they get validation for their own opinions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But at least for Twitter, they are not going to be running political advertising.
Well, good. At least that's good.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Now,
Trump is probably
the
pissed
social media giant Facebook, they said they're going to add transparency to what's called an ad library, a public archive that the company set up in 2018, which allows anyone to see all the ads political campaigns run on Facebook and Instagram. Big deal.
Right.
How do we even know any of this is true?
That's crazy.
Okay. In an internal memo obtained by the New York Times earlier this week, Facebook executive Andrew Bosworth credited Facebook with Donald Trump's success in the 2016 election and said that Trump won because he ran the single best digital ad campaign I've ever seen from any advertiser. And you know what? It may very well be true. And they don't want to give up that money because if they give up that money, their stock goes down.
Right.
And if their stock goes down, then Mark Zuckerberg is unhappy because he's not as wealthy as he was yesterday. And he don't care about anything.
He has no care
about it. He only cares about his power and his money.
That's it.
And by the way, if we're shut off right now, the next 30 seconds,
you understand why.
So you're following this Megxit? Not Brexit, Megxit.
Yes.
Megxit. Meghan and Harry are leaving the royal family.
Man,
it is a huge, huge soap opera.
This is.
In a statement from Buckingham Palace, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they're calling this the Megxit. They announced that they have decided to step back from the royal family. They're going to become, quote, regular folks, move to Canada, and get a job.
I just want to know.
All right, I mean,
is that where they're moving to?
They're going to move to Canada, and they're going to get jobs.
They're going to really get jobs.
This is like, do you remember when, this is like a reality show. Remember when, I wouldn't put it past them that this ends up being a reality show.
Oh my God, that would be horrible.
Because, do you remember, I thought about this. Remember that reality show with Paris Hilton?
Oh, yeah.
And
Nicole.
And Simple Life and Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole, Lionel Richie's
daughter. Lionel Richie's daughter. Right.
I remember that show.
And there was these just two rich kids.
That went and did like normal
people's
stuff.
lives, and they were a disaster.
Yes.
Like, this is what I see. Like, Harry and Meghan moved to Canada and like try to work on a farm. Then they try to work in a convenience store. And, Meghan's this big superstar. And,
That's
Harry,
insane.
he's never done what a day's hard work in his life.
Right.
He's Dan Aykroyd and Trading Places.
I mean, speaking about trading places, I just want to know, do you all want to trade places? Because I'll give you my life. If I can live under Queen Elizabeth, I'm okay with it.
Well, you know what? The writing was on the wall when you saw a few months ago, Meghan had that interview. That interview where she said, poor me, you don't know the pressure and stress I'm under. And you saw what was going to happen. She goes, Harry, I didn't sign up for all this pressure, and please. I love you, and we got to go do this. She's running the show.
Listen,
this guy Harry, his head is spinning right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
his head is spinning from this girl, right?
I don't know what it was, but from the beginning, I did not get good vibes from this girl. Not gonna lie, I don't know what it was. My mom, my aunt, they all loved her. They were like, oh my God, but it was something about her. And then, didn't this actually happen like in the past? I think it was, this is the reason why Queen Elizabeth is queen, because I think it was her uncle that moved to America to marry an American actress.
Yeah, Grace, somebody.
So because of that, his brother ended up becoming king, and his brother is Queen Elizabeth's father, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, this is history repeating, but.
Well, in one hand,
that's trifling. Though.
In one hand, you know what you're signing up for, Meghan. Okay, I mean, yes, it is a great fantasy to say I am the Queen of England or the Princess of England. What a fantasy to have that type of wedding and notoriety.
Like what?
But you got to know what you're signing up for.
You have
you can't just say I didn't understand what I was signing up for. I'm out of here. Okay, because you know what? Their father did. What's the father who?
Charles.
Charles with Diana. Diana couldn't handle it either.
Oh, right.
If you remember, Diana couldn't handle it either.
Yeah.
So you know what Charles said? I'm not leaving the royal family.
Listen.
We're getting divorced.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. Anna K. Moxham said Harry's a yes man.
He certainly is. Now, according to the tabloid The Sun, which seems to be the expert in the royal shenanigans that's going around, they focused on Meghan's role in the couple's decision, headlining their front page that when the couple went public, the front page of the Sun in England said, Megxit. The newspaper says the couple has broken protocol by deciding to step down from their roles without consulting with other royals. Apparently, Charles and brother William found out 10 minutes before the announcement.
Oh, my God.
Yes. And they were Charles and William.
They didn't even tell the Queen?
Yes.
Sheesh.
Now, Charles and William are, quote, incandescent with rage. Incandescent means glowing red. And described the act as a declaration of war on the family.
Wow. Was it worth it? I don't think so.
Now, Meghan has a history of alienating family. She doesn't talk to her father.
Exactly.
Okay, think about it, right? Her stepsister, she does not talk to. And now she does not talk to anybody in the royal family.
I'm not going to lie, and I feel like a lot of the viewers there, I can say this because this is me. Me being black, I felt really good to have a black person in the royal house or the palace.
And she came in
and just
effed up the whole thing up.
It's like Queen Elizabeth done let you in that house. She said she loved you. She was like showing you past queens that had black in them and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they opened up, and I was like, this was, even though a lot of the people in the UK did not approve. But it also was opening up to the idea of, hey, we do deserve to be royal as well, in the UK if we want to. But you just messed all that up. Like, you just took us all the way back.
Now, the Brits are so upset about this decision that the announcement yesterday, London's Madame Tussauds Museum announced that it will remove the waxworks of both.
They did already.
They removed Harry and Meghan are no longer in the family photos there.
Damn.
When you go, have you ever been to Madame Tussauds? You go in next to the wax and put your arm around Harry and take the picture.
I wonder where they put it.
Now, what cancer? This is a great statistic. Researchers reported the largest ever one-year decline in the United States cancer death rate. A drop they credited to advances in lung tumor treatments. The overall cancer death rate is falling about 1.5% a year since 1991. It fell 2.2% from 2016 to 2017. According to the American Cancer Society, that's the largest drop ever seen in national cancer statistics since they've been keeping record of this in 1930. Rebecca Siegel, who is the lead author, said it's absolutely driven by lung cancer, which accounts for about a quarter of all cancer deaths. Take lung cancer out of the mix, in 2017 rate drop is 1.25%. Now, most lung cancer cases are tied to smoking, and decades of declining smoking rates have led to falling rates of lung cancer. But this report comes on the heels of the new Trump law signed on December 20th, raising the minimum age to buy tobacco from 18 to 21. And finally, well, it's not finally, but we have at least some fun stuff too here.
Okay.
The Consumer Electronics Show. I've never been, but it always looks like fun to go. It's happening right now in Las Vegas. It's the largest tech industry event in the world. 170,000 people go to the Consumer Electronics Show every year. 4,500 vendors are showing off the new best and greatest gadgets of the year. And it gives us basically a window into all of the new inventions and what's coming down the turnpike of consumer electronics. Now, the conference is hosted by the Consumer Technology Association, and this week it was dominated by news of a robot that's going to bring your toilet paper to you when the toilet paper roll runs out.
Listen, that is perfect.
The Charmin Toilet Tissue has unveiled a two-wheeled robot. This is the Charmin company, designed to save its owner at the most crucial moment. You get down on the bathroom, Yo-Yo, and there's nothing worse than going to the bathroom and then turning around to see nothing there.
Has that ever happened to you?
Of course, it happens to it has happened to everybody. All that's there is that cardboard roll. And like, who took the last tissue there?
And who didn't replace it?
That's right. So this is called the Rollbot. And it's summoned by a smartphone. So
the Rollbot?
Yeah, so if you go to the toilet without your phone, you're out of luck.
Oh, damn.
You need your phone to summon the Rollbot. Now, I don't know how the robot, if you live upstairs and the robot's downstairs, if you live in a two-story house, how that's going to work out.
Or does it open the actual door?
I don't know. Yeah, because usually you close the door, right?
Exactly. And if you have a big bathroom.
Nobody keeps the door open when they're on the toilet, right? I mean, how many times people go, hey, man, close the door?
Right. Never.
Yeah, so the concept was unveiled by Charmin. I don't know how long this is, how well this will work. And they have two other concepts also called the Smell Sense and the VIP.
Oh, God. What is
now,
that?
the first, PEE. You get it?
Yes.
Now, the first is an electronic sensor mounted on a bathroom wall to monitor the air for whether it's stinky or not. It tells people whether the room is a go or a no-go based on the odor. So you stick this outside your bathroom. So, Yo-Yo, you go to the bathroom, and I'm your roommate. Okay, we stick this outside. I go look at this electronic sensor. I know when it's safe to go to the bathroom after you have left.
Ooh.
That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one, right?
I actually like that because I hate bad smell.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. Now, I don't know what what is the VIP? I don't know what the VIP is. I don't see it here, but there's something also called a VIP, but I'm not sure what it is.
All right.
Meanwhile, if you're a fan of Star Trek, you're going to love the Med Wand, which is the closest gadget to a tricorder that I have ever seen. The small... Okay, what is a tricorder? Okay. So, all right. So I was never a Star Trek fan.
Neither was I.
So when I'm reading this, I've never seen a tricorder in my life. But apparently, the tricorder was when one of the people on Star Trek was hurt, and they would go to the doctor. Is it Scotty was the doctor?
Sure.
Who was the doctor?
Beam me up, Scotty.
No, Scotty was the engineer.
Right.
Whoever the name of the doctor was, they would go to the doctor, and instead of the doctor like doing surgery, the doctor would take a wand.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
Right. They would take a wand and they go and then all of a sudden by the next commercial, the guy is perfect.
Yes.
All right, so now they have a new thing called the MedWand. It's a small scanner. It puts 10 medical diagnostic devices in the palm of your hand so the doctor can examine you through a computer no matter where you are in the world.
Wow.
That's actually pretty cool because if you're in a remote place and you don't have, but you got to have this gadget on you.
That's
if you
fine.
Go to a remote place.
That's nice.
Now you hold the device to your chest and it listens to your heart or lungs. You pass it back and forth across the forehead without even touching your skin. It takes your temperature, can measure blood, oxygen levels, scan your skin, or peer at your tonsils when you open and say, ah. I don't know how useful that's going to be because how many people are going to be in remote places, be able to get their doctor. If you're in such a remote place, is there internet connection?
Oh, damn. So you need to have internet connection.
How are you going to get it to the doctor?
You're absolutely right, Brad.
Yes. And by the way, we just got word that the name of the doctor on
Dr.
Star Trek...
Spock.
No, it's not Dr. Spock.
That's what everybody's saying.
No,
John
it was Dr. McCoy. Dr. Spock was
it's
a
one
doctor.
of the ears.
Yeah, but he was not the medical doctor. Dr. McCoy was the medical doctor. Dr. Spock was a doctor of law, baby.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Or my type of doctor.
I don't know. Yes, he was a doctor like you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo,
okay.
Right, okay. So yeah, that guy right there. That guy was McCoy. He was the doctor.
All right.
All right. So that's what's going on there. And what else? Finally, let's keep it with the Star Trek theme. A British astronaut who was the first British female in space came out recently and said that absolutely aliens exist. There's no two ways about it.
Oh my goodness.
This was Britain's first female astronaut into space. She is coming out and saying they exist.
So why is that? Why is she saying this?
She says this. Let's see if I don't know if she says this because she met an alien,
right,
or it's just her opinion.
Okay.
She says there are so many billions of stars out there in the universe that there must be all sorts of different forms of life. Will they be like you and me, made up of carbon and nitrogen? Maybe not. It's possible they're here right now and we just don't see them. It's like one of those Men in Black things, right?
Yeah.
Now, Sherman is not the only person to speculate about aliens living among us. A NASA scientist by the name of Silvano Colombano, who works for the Space Agency's Intelligence Systems Division, conceded that aliens might have already visited Earth, but we have to challenge our assumptions if we want to find them. So apparently, what most people involved in space now say that they're here, we just don't see them, or we just assume they're going to be like green men with, legs and arms, but maybe an alien could be a particle or something that's alive, I don't know.
Do you think that we have aliens here?
Yes, I've met a few. I have met a few aliens in my life because I have said this person could not possibly come from Earth. All right, I have talked to a few people and I'm like, this person ain't coming from this Earth. I don't know where he came from, but it's not from this Earth.
Don't put that on the alien.
All right, so that's what's going on in the news. Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, while I stretch my quads, why don't you tell the squads or the squad what to do? Because we're going to be answering the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
We're getting into meat and potatoes now.
Absolutely. All right, everybody on Facebook, now is the time to start your watch parties. You already know this is where you actually put this video onto your profile. You are the host. So all you have to do is click on share. A couple options down, it'll say watch party, host a watch party or start a watch party, and just click start. That easy. Literally 3 steps. Put your finger on share, a couple options down, host a watch party, and start. That's 3 easy things that does such a big thing. And we've seen how much this actually helps taking the show out from here to all over the world. So make sure you guys do that for us right now. Everybody on YouTube, of course, first things first, we need you guys to subscribe. Click that little red button and that bell right next to it so you can find out anytime we go on. Never know when we do pop-up shows. just random might come on at 2 p.m. You just never know. But you will know if you actually click that little bell. I need you guys to put all of your questions in the comment sections, both on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. Make sure you guys do that right now, because after this segment, we'll be going to social media check-in. Of course, we definitely need you guys to click the thumbs up on YouTube. Make sure that you turn that gray thumb blue. And everybody on Instagram, like I said before, send this Instagram Live. How many people do we have on Instagram Live? Can you see?
8.
So I need all 8 of you guys.
We are killing it.
We're killing it right now.
Killing it on Instagram.
Don't worry.
I'm very proud of our Instagram viewership.
Don't worry. This will grow. And the way that it will grow is if you DM this video into your DM and send it to any of your friends. Just do a blast. All right? Now, this is what you guys have all been waiting for, the meat and potatoes of the show. This is where you guys call in and get your answers to your immigration questions.
All right, now before I go to our immigration questions, I do got to remind everybody we're going to be picking out of the machine very shortly for the winner of the free immigration consultation with yours truly, Brad Bernstein.
So you guys have to stay tuned.
So stay tuned. We'll see who's going to win. It's going to be coming up in about 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle of us answering questions.
All right.
Somewhere there. In the meantime, let's go to Dave in Oakland, California. Dave.
Hi.
Dave.
Hi, Brad.
Dave.
Yeah, hello.
How are you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Wonderful. What's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for the work, Brad, you are doing. I have a couple of questions. I'm married to PR. So
You're married to
if I'm
who?
out of state,
You're married to what?
I'm married to a permanent resident. Yeah.
You're married to a permanent resident. You're out of status. Where are you from, Dave?
Yeah. I'm India.
You're from
I'm
India?
from India.
Okay. How long has your wife, I assume wife, had a green card?
It's been 15 years.
So how come she has not filed for her citizenship?
She has done that. She's about to go for the interview.
Okay, so wonderful. So at this point, you want to be able to get your green card. You're out of status. What kind of visa did you come here on?
On a F1 visa.
Okay. So at this point, if she's about to go on her interview, I would assume in the next 90 days or less, she's going to be a citizen of the United States. So just wait on her citizenship. The day she has her naturalization in her hand, you do not have to wait one more second. You file that adjustment application.
Okay, because already I filed for I-130.
Yeah, so when you file the adjustment, you're going to submit just the receipt for the I-130. You don't got to file the I-130 again.
Oh, okay. And she wants to file the taxes next year. Is it fine we got married in July actually. So if she wants to file the taxes next year, is it a problem or?
What do you mean file? What do you mean file the taxes? You want to file a joint? You got to file a joint tax return with her. That is correct.
Okay. And other question. She got deported at the airport 25 years back. Or she is a problem in the interview.
She got deported 25 years back. As long as immigration was aware of all of these facts when she got her green card and got a waiver for all of this, it's not a problem.
Okay. So what should I do in that one? So we need to consider a lawyer for that one, or?
I don't know. Did she get a green card? Immigration didn't realize she was ordered deported 25 years ago? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I would not be going on a citizenship interview because she's committing major crimes.
No. She did not do anything wrong at that. She was deported at the airport and that's it.
That's deportation. If immigration didn't know about it and she got a green card, it's a big problem. If immigration knows about it, she got a waiver for it, it's not a problem. I would, Dave, at this point,
the case was closed. Yeah.
Dave, at this point, keep your mouth shut, have a consultation, and let's hope she didn't do anything wrong. Let's go to Marvin in Daytona Beach. Marvin.
Yes, Mr. Brad, how are you?
How are you?
I'm here, my friend. I have to commend you on the good job you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm listening to your show every day.
Thank you.
Just a quick question. However, listen, I got married to a U.S. citizen, right?
Right.
In 2017. However, I went on my interview on November 28th of 2017.
Right.
I got at the interview, we didn't get approved at the same time. I had to bring a receipt for our RFE that they sent me. They sent me an RFE in the mail.
Sure.
However, while working on the paperwork for the RFE, I have until the February of 2018 to submit the paperwork for the RFE. However, me and my wife
broke up.
The thing is this. I found out that she was seeing someone else, and I confronted her and she filed for a divorce, right?
Okay.
No. She went to court, and we have a child together. Apparently, the reason why she filed for divorce is that the child was born in October.
Okay.
Right? So apparently, in January,
the child was born in October, and within 90 days she's cheating.
2017.
And within 90
right?
days, well, let me just get this straight, because this sounds a little cuckoo. You have a child born in October of 2017, and by January, you already find out she's cheating on you with another man? Wow, that's horrible.
January of 2018.
Yeah, that's 90 days later. Wow.
Right.
Was this your child?
Another dude that he.
Is this your child?
Another dude that he. Well, right now that is the problem, because we went to the court and the court told us we need to get a DNA test done. She decided that she's not getting the DNA test done, and she skipped court and moved to a different state. Now the judge threw the case out, so we are still married, right?
All right. So let me ask you a question. What happened with the immigration case?
Well, apparently she said she's gonna call immigration and cancel my application.
Okay.
Because
so was there any physical abuse?
Well, apparently she attacked me and I called the cops and.
All right, so then I think what you need to do, because it certainly sounds like there's emotional abuse, sounds like there's physical abuse. She attacked you. You got to file a VAWA application, and let's put our best foot forward. So hold on one second, okay? Let's go to Lucky in Commerce, Texas. Lucky.
Hello.
Lucky, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
What's going on?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let me put it like this. I married a U.S. citizen in 2016 October, and I went for my interview. I filed for my adjustment of status in April.
Okay.
Got my work permit in September, and I went for my interview for adjustment of status on the 19th of October.
Lucky, you're putting me to sleep. What is your question?
Okay, my question is, okay, I had a DUI, DWI, on the 6th of September.
Right.
And then went for an interview on the 19th.
Okay, you had a pending case still at that point, right? You had not pled guilty to anything.
Yes.
All right. So they cannot give you a green card if you have a pending criminal case. They have to see what happens with that criminal case first before they make a decision on your green card. The DUI is not inadmissible, but it could go against your good moral character. So it could be a problem.
But I'm sensing the police report that they requested for the police report and called me in for another interview, which I went for you and which I went with my wife. So after the interview, that interview was since 2019 March.
Lucky, you still haven't asked me a question.
Okay.
Because I gave you an answer, which is if you have a pending DUI case, they can't make a decision until your DUI case is resolved. And my question to you now would be, rather than you keep listing off dates, all right? I feel like I'm reading a history book here. Were you found guilty of something? Today, are you found guilty of a DUI?
Come again, please. I didn't get that.
Have you been found guilty of a DUI?
No.
It's still pending?
It's still pending.
Okay,
it's going to be resolved.
So then there's nothing any human being can do until they resolve. Here's my answer going back 10 minutes ago. Nobody can give you a green card while you have a pending DUI case. The DUI case needs to be resolved. Once it's resolved, the immigration will then schedule you hopefully for another interview, or you would have to let immigration know it's resolved and schedule you for another interview. And at that interview, the immigration officer has to figure out two things. Number one, are you eligible for a green card, or did you plead guilty to a crime that prevents you from getting a green card? Now, generally, DUIs are not inadmissible, meaning that you could get a green card even though you have a DUI. It's different than a DWI. But in addition, when you file your adjustment of status, you got to prove you're a person of good moral character, regardless of whether or not you have an inadmissible offense. And our head of the Justice Department, Mr. Porky, what's his name again? I forgot his name. I just went blank. What's Porky's name, Joe? William Barr. He just passed a rule that says a DUI is bad moral character. So if they were to follow that rule, you could be denied for adjustment even though a DUI is not inadmissible. Again, until there's a resolution of your case, we don't know. Before you plead guilty to anything, pass it by an immigration lawyer. Okay? That's my advice. Let's go to, I don't know who this is, but they're in Houston, Texas.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, Brad. How are you?
Good, good. What is your name?
Kenisha.
Kenisha from Houston, Texas. Tanisha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Yes. I just want to congratulate you and your team for your great work. Yes, I was approved. My high 485. Immigration sent me a letter for my interview, but they sent me another letter couple of days ago saying they canceled my interview because of unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, but I don't know. Should I worried?
No. I mean, it could be absolutely nothing to do with you whatsoever. The unforeseen circumstance could be just a guy decided to take a vacation at the last second and they have nobody to interview you. So don't be worried unless you think in your head you got something to worry about. But if you got nothing to worry about, don't play movies in your head that don't exist. Everything will be fine. All right?
All right. I have two more questions. Sure. The I-864 form, they said that I need to affidavits of support, but I already did affidavits of support. Should I need another one?
Wait.
Who should fill out this form?
The I-485, say that again?
No, the I-864 form, affidavits of support. That's what they said.
Who says you need an I-864?
That's what the paper that they send me.
For your citizenship?
No, for green card.
For your green card?
Interview, yes. They said I need.
Okay, so if you've already filed an I-864 and it was done properly and you're above the poverty level, you could ignore that. These are just form letters that get sent out.
Yes, yes. Right. Okay. Another question.
You told me you had one question. We're now on three.
She said two.
Two, and now we're three. Make this a good one. This will be the last one.
Yes, it is the last one.
Okay.
What are some of the evidence can I prove that about my marriage? We've only been married for 1 year.
Okay.
What are some of the evidence we can take with us?
How you prove your marriage is real is two things. One, you live together. So you bring proof.
Yes, we do.
So you bring proof you live together. Here's all the mail I get with my address on it. Here's all the mail my husband gets with his address on it. Here's pictures of us living together in the home and doing things outside of the home. And then they will question you about your living arrangements in your home. And the other thing you have to be able to prove is that you have a financial relationship with your husband. And a lot of those
I don't work.
And a lot of those documents overlap with each other. So even though you don't work, doesn't mean you don't have a financial relationship with your husband. Okay, you have a joint bank account.
We do.
In that joint bank account, he pays for all the money of the marriage. And if it's only money that he earns, it all goes into that joint bank account. And out of that joint bank account, you live your life. You pay your bills, you can buy your food, you buy your clothes and everything else. In addition to that, all of the bills of the household are paid through that account. And you file a joint tax return at the end of the year. Those are things that you would bring to prove it's a bona fide marriage. Maybe there's insurance that you're part of. That would prove that it's a bona fide marriage.
Yeah, we have health insurance as well.
So I've just given you a whole bunch of ideas, but it's prove you live together, prove you have a financial relationship, all right? So hold on 1 second. You're very welcome. Let's go to Janet in Ocala, Florida. Janet.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Janet. How are you?
I am good.
What's going on?
I just want to congratulate you on your show and think that you're doing an excellent job.
You know what? And by the way, everybody's congratulating me, and I really appreciate it. And it's very, very nice, and I thank you really from the bottom of my heart. The best way you can congratulate me, just tell people to watch, share it with people. I don't want this show to be a tree that falls in the forest that nobody hears. So the best thing...
I told about 5 persons since they to watch the show.
Then, Janet, you did your job. Thank you very much. If everybody did what Janet does, we would have 10,000 people watching in no time. So I hope everybody does that, and I appreciate that, Janet. So thank you. So now you have my undivided attention, Janet. What can I do to help you?
Okay, I'm calling on behalf of my friend. And her situation is this. In 1975, she was denied a permanent visa for fraud.
Right.
And then in 1993, she was turned back for misrepresentation after trying to leave Jamaica for the U.S. She is now married to a U.S. citizen, but she wants to know what can be done for her to get a green card.
She needs to have the U.S. citizen file for her, and then she's going to need 2 waivers at the embassy, one for fraud and one for deportation at an airport. And both of those would be based on hardship to the spouse, extreme and unusual hardship. There is a pathway for her to get a green card because this happened so long ago, but you still have to prove extreme and unusual hardship to the U.S. citizen spouse. It's not an easy endeavor to overcome, but that's why you hire good lawyers. But yes, that would be the pathway.
Okay, so now her husband wants to file the I-130. So at this point, should he be dealing with a lawyer to do all of that part of it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Let's go to Charles in Dallas, Texas. Charles.
Yes, sir. How you
Charles.
doing,
How
sir?
are you?
Thank you so much. Fine, sir. Thank you for your show.
My
We
pleasure.
really appreciate you, and God bless you. Yeah, let me go real quick because I know there are a lot of people that want to ask a question.
Right.
My question to you is, it's an R1, religious worker. And how long after you've passed the stage of 360 and you are at the stage of the green card, how long does it take
when you
for the green card?
When you file the I-360, you have to file the I-360 first. You can't file.
You got that already?
You got the I-360 approved.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got to file an adjustment. Did you file the adjustment?
We did that already.
When did you file the adjustment?
It was filed in April.
All right, so it should take about 12 months. They've already done I assume to get the I-360 approved, they've already done a site visit. They've come to the church. They see it's a real church. They see it's a real or whatever religious institution.
Done all that.
They've done all that. They've done all that
for the
investigation. Then everything
Yes.
should be okay. Should be about 12 months from the time you file. You filed in April, so another 2, 3, 4 months you should be done.
So in the next 2, 3, 4 months, we should get a response?
Well, if you did it right, you should have a green card. It should take about 12 months if you did it right. I don't know if you did it right or not, but I'm just telling you, generally, if it was done perfectly, it should take about 12 months to do that adjustment because they've already investigated you. There's nothing more to investigate. Because they do the investigation. They do the investigation as part of the I-360. They actually literally come and do, for those who don't know, a site visit. They make sure this is a real church, a real religious institution, and the person who's getting sponsored is really working there in a full-time religious capacity.
Yeah, they came when the R1 was still in progress.
Right.
They came for the R1. They came for the 362.
Right. All right. So my answer doesn't change. If you did it right, another 3, 4 months. If April comes, you don't hear, you probably did it wrong. Give me a call. That's how I see it.
Thank you
You're
so
very
much.
welcome.
May God bless you.
All right.
I really appreciate
Thank you. And I don't know what you do for the church, but say a prayer for me.
I'm a pastor. I'm a youth pastor.
Okay. Well, I'm 51. I'm not a youth, but still say a prayer for me anyway. Thank you very much, Charles. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
Have a beautiful week.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's go to Prosper in Englewood, California. Prosper.
Brad.
How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Yeah.
All right. What's going on?
So, I would like to go straight to the point, but let me explain the situation. So, I went for an I-130 interview with my wife.
Right.
Me. We got approved. Then December 17th, I went for my I-485 interview. So on the interview, the lady was like they are sending her an email that the email has to do with the I-130, but she can't go through it at the interview site. That when we are done with the interview, when she gets as much information as possible as she needs, then she will go through the whole information. But my I-130 has already been approved. Okay. So we went for the interview since the 17th, and my attorney was telling me that the email has to do with my wife's train. She's married to a friend of mine. So maybe they were trying to figure out...
Your wife's what? Your wife's what?
My wife is a twin. She's a twin.
Yeah, your wife has a friend who's married to a friend of yours.
No, her twin sister is married to my friend.
Who's married to your friend?
My wife, the twin sister.
Okay, so your wife's sister's married to your friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so they want to know that maybe they think that these two friends, you and your friend, married these two sisters to get green cards.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that same December, that my friend went for an interview and got approved.
Well, let me say this to you. If you're living a bona fide marriage to your wife, who the hell cares what they think? Let them investigate. You'll get a green card. If you did something wrong, you got something to worry about. When you did so if you did everything right and this is a marriage of love, don't worry. Let them come investigate. Say, come over, lady. We're having pork chops for dinner tonight. You'll see me home every day. So don't worry, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Welcome. All right. With that being said, in today's Spar Bernstein Close-Up, immigration attorney Janelle Baptiste talks about a common question she's asked by her clients. Let's watch.
So one of the most common questions I receive from a client is whether or not they qualify to obtain a work permit. A work permit is usually given to a person if they have an application for a green card that's already pending. It's very important that people understand that it's not only about getting a work permit, but making sure that you actually qualify for the basis of getting a green card on which the issue of that work permit is based. Many times people have come to us during consultations who have gone to somebody, whether it's an attorney or a notario, who has helped them obtain a work permit, but actually placed them in a worse position than they were previously by having them apply for a green card through means by which they were not actually entitled to the green card. So it's really important that when you're thinking of getting a work permit, you come have a consultation with us and we'll let you know what your options are.
Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. Before we get back to our immigration calls, and we're going to get back to our immigration calls, I have in front of me, Yo-Yo, the machine. I'm going to put it here between us. Julian, there we are.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, no,
my precious
award.
1 second, my precious award. Whoa. I'm not doing anything. My precious award. My precious award. I almost broke it.
My goodness.
Oh, my goodness. We worked very hard for that.
We've gotten so many awards. We don't even care about this one, right?
All right, now we're ready for our music. You ready? All right, so I am going to spin the machine. In this machine are the names of people who liked on our Instagram page at Bradshaw Live Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch's most recent post. They also tagged 5 of their friends in that post.
Yes.
Well, we have 2 people who are stuck here.
I feel like those 2 people should get it.
1 second. Our machine's broken. There we go. We're doing this again now. And in addition, they tag 5 of their friends, Yo-Yo.
Yes.
In addition to that, they follow at Bradshaw Live on Instagram. And we said if you did all 3 by 3 o'clock this afternoon, we would pick you out of our machine, and somebody's going to win a free consultation with me. Let's see who it's going to be.
All right. And the winner is Rookie Glam.
Rookie Glam.
It's RUKIGLAM. You can definitely not, you cannot see that. So, Rookie Glam said, "Know your Caribbean. Pass this to some folks. You'll benefit from this man's wisdom," and then tagged 5 of their friends. So,
all right, thank you, Rookie.
Good job, Rookie Glam.
All right. So what we're gonna do now, is we're gonna announce our next contest. All right, let's go. Let's go, Yo-Yo, to the Brad Show Live page right now.
All right.
On the Brad Show Live page. Oh, no, I'm on the... I got to do it on this one. All right, I'm going to go to the Brad Show Live page right now.
So you're trying to look for the last...
Let's see what we're going to pick. On our Brad Show Live page right now, there is our most recent...
was an hour ago.
Was an hour ago. It was Schmoozing with Brad live on January 7th, 2020. For everybody who wants to be in the next free immigration consultation contest, we are going to announce the winner. Today is Thursday. We will announce that we were going to do this contest for 6 days.
Wow.
Okay? You have to, we'll announce it every day. You have to like the Schmoozing with Brad.
So wait,
the
what?
most recent one.
The most recent one is talking about Australia fires.
No, this one, maybe I'm not updated. Let me update.
It was in Schmoozing with Brad,
okay,
but
talking
it's
about the
talking about the Australian brush fires.
Fine, talking about the Australian brush fires. You want to do that one?
Yes.
Okay, because that's the most recent one.
Yes.
You have to like the talking about the Australian brush fires, Schmoozing with Brad.
Yes.
You have to tag 5 of your friends.
Different friends.
Different friends than you've already tagged, not 5 of the same people.
No, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
And we're going to check.
And you have to be following us at Brad Show Live.
Yes.
And we're going to announce this contest every day between now and Wednesday. And on Wednesday of Hump Day next week, we will pick out of our machine every week. We are going to give away 1 free consultation with Brad, Uncle Bernstein.
I like that.
Or Uncle Brad Bernstein.
I like that.
All right, and it's going to be done on every Wednesday.
I like that.
You like that, all right?
I'm with it.
So, Yo-Yo, before we get back to our immigration questions, quickly tell everybody while I close this machine what they need to do to enter into the contest and to get more people to like and follow us.
Absolutely. All right, everybody, you guys heard it from him himself. We're going to be doing this for 6 more days?
6 more days.
6 more days.
Every week.
Every week. So now all you have to do. Yes, all you have to do is like the page, Brad Show Live on Instagram. All right? So like it first, then like the last post, which is Schmoozing with Brad, and it's talking about the Australian brush fire. So you guys make sure you like that post, and then the most important thing is tag 5 of your friends. If you guys have already done this in the last post, you cannot tag the same 5 people. And make sure you tag people that you think might benefit from this show and actually ask them to do the same, and also, of course, like the page, all right? Then you will get in the drawing, like you saw, for a free consultation with Uncle Brad. So make sure you guys do that right now.
All right, let's go back to our phone lines. Let's go to Nancy in Atlanta. Nancy.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Yes,
how
sir.
are you? How you doing?
Mr. Brad.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Mr. Brad, I have 2014 I filed for my I-715, and I didn't receive it at all till this date. So I renew it again 2018 to 2019, but every year I will go for.
How long has it been since you've been? How long has it been? You've been renewing the I-751? How long has it been?
Over 5 to 6 years now.
5 years and you don't have nothing?
Yes, sir.
That's nuts.
And
yeah. You never went for an interview?
No, they didn't call me for interview. I went there, they said they sent me a letter, but I never received it.
What's going on with you and your husband?
We're still together, we live together.
So everything's
Nothing
good.
is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, so I want you to hold on. Stop calling.
Yes, sir.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You ever play Monopoly?
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Brad, can I ask one question, please?
Of course.
So, 2 weeks ago, I called again, and they gave me appointment letter for oath of ceremony. So I'm very confused without green card. How am I going for oath of ceremony?
Did you file for your citizenship?
Yes. I don't have the citizenship. I don't have a green card.
Did you file
when I called 2 weeks ago,
did you file for your citizenship?
If I filed for citizenship, I did, and they reject me. without no green card. That was 2008.
I don't know why. It sounds like you filed for citizenship and went on a citizenship interview, and they passed you, and you're going to become a citizen. So if they're sending you for an oath ceremony, don't cover your eyes.
Sir.
Go to the oath ceremony. Become a citizen. Sounds like you did a citizenship application while your I-751 was pending, and they approved everything. That's what it sounds like to me. But if you want me to get to the bottom of it, hold on 1 second, and I will get to the bottom of it. Have a consultation with me. Hold on. Let's go to Mohammed in Brooklyn. Mohammed.
Yeah, hello, bro.
How are you?
Doing?
How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm from Liberia because I heard you this on Monday, like you said, the U.S. government gave amnesty to Liberians.
They did.
Right. So I am on removal proceeding in front of an immigration judge for next year, and also I have a pending I-130.
Question for you. Let's make sure you qualify for the Liberian amnesty. When did you come to America?
I came here January 2014. So that means I listen to you.
You qualify. Right. So what we need to do is we want to file an amnesty application immediately, and write a motion to the judge, ask the judge to terminate your removal because we filed for the amnesty.
Right. Okay. So what becomes of my I-130, which is still pending?
It would still be, you have 2 cases pending, but the amnesty will be easier and faster.
Oh, no problem, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Hold on.
All
right, let's go to, not sure who this is, but they're in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, my name is Steven, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania, Westchester. My question is in regards to the caller who just left the line. I got a question in regards to the date.
Wait, you sound like you're on a submarine. Can you speak a little closer into the phone?
Are you hearing me now?
I don't hear you well. Is it me? Okay, now try.
Are you hearing me now?
Now I hear you. Yes.
Okay, good. So my question is, the law talks about people who are eligible from November 20, 2014, and ending up to the period at which time they applied. My question is, people who did arrive 2015, 2016,
they don't qualify.
2017.
They do not qualify.
Are they qualified?
They do not qualify. They do not qualify. However, you qualify as an unmarried son or daughter or child of somebody who qualifies. So I'll give you a perfect example. I met with a client 3 days ago, and we're doing the Liberian amnesty for the mother. She brought her 38-year-old unmarried son. The 38-year-old unmarried son came in 2017. But because the mother qualifies, the son qualifies. So you only need the principal person, even though the son's 38, to qualify.
All right. So in that case where the unmarried son is here, will they still have to submit DNA to prove that person is the actual biological?
Maybe. It depends. Depends what documentation you have to prove he's your son. But if you, for example, and I don't know your situation, but let's say you qualify for the Liberian amnesty. You were here before November 20th, 2014. Your son came in 2017. Even if your son's over 21, as long as he's not married, he would still qualify under you.
All right.
All right?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go to Rita in Pontiac, Michigan. Rita.
Hello, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much. Your show has really been helpful.
Thank you.
Okay. But I want to ask 2 questions. First of all, it's about the I-130. I was put into a removal proceeding. I got married before that happened, so we immediately filed the I-130 December. How long will it take for it to get approved? Because we're hoping it gets approved before I get a court case or anything comes up.
Okay, how did you come to America?
Yeah, I'm in America.
I know you're in America. How did you come to America?
B1, B2.
Why are you not filing an adjustment application?
Because I don't know how they called me into removal proceedings. I don't know how it come about. So
Are you in removal? Are you in removal right now?
I think, yeah.
All right. So you got to get the I-130 approved first. As long as you have an I-130 filed, they'll give a decision on that before a judge orders you deported. And then if you get the I-130 approved, which I assume you will, then you could have your case terminated and adjust your status. But it sounds like to me you need at least a consultation, even if you have a lawyer, because the lawyer's not explaining what's going on. Because you're not explaining well to me, which means to me you don't understand what's going on. And that's the worst thing in the world, to not understand what's going on. So let's have a consultation. All right? Let's go to Preeti in Binghamton, New York.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, I do have a question regarding my husband. I did apply for him I-130 in June 2018. I was a green card holder. But he has a pending criminal case. Can he get approval from immigration or no?
What's the criminal case?
It's regarding the business.
Well, he's got to be more worried about getting deported than whether he's getting an I-130 approved at this moment.
What did you say?
He has to be more worried about getting deported than it is about getting an I-130 approved. Right now, with a pending criminal case, I don't know what he did wrong, but when you say it's with his business, that sounds to me the word fraud, theft, deceit, stealing, that type of thing. Tax fraud, I don't know what it is, but when you say business, those are usually the crimes associated with it, and those could be serious aggravated felonies. So before, I don't know what's going on, but he needs a consultation, so hold on. Let's go to Robbie in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Robbie.
Hi.
How are you? Yep.
Yeah, well, the questions regarding the WAWA application. Does it really matter how long I've known my wife before I marry her?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's people who fall in love and get married in 3 weeks, but certainly a very short courtship may lead some people to believe it's not a bona fide marriage.
Okay. Yeah, so, well, I'm from India. We are known to have arranged marriages.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I really liked her, and then I jumped into the decision-making of marrying her. I married, and then there was a physical abuse, and I had to call police, and then she fled the scene, and they couldn't arrest her because there's no evidence that actually she did it. But she came to the police station after a week or two. She made some fake statements and then got away with it, and the case didn't even go to the court.
Right. Well,
So,
a criminal charge, they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she did something wrong. In a VAWA case, you just have to prove preponderance of the evidence says she did something wrong. It's kind of like it goes back to the, I don't want to bring OJ into this, but it's like the most, famous trial of the 1990s. OJ won his criminal case because they couldn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he killed Nicole and whatever the guy's name was. Whatever the other guy. But he lost the civil case and owed a lot of money to the Brown family and the other family because they proved 51% of the evidence says he did it. So immigration's that 51% of the evidence that she did it. It doesn't have to reach that level of, that they bring charges because that's a different standard.
Yeah, I had injuries. I had injuries. A knife. She tried to stab me, and then I had injuries on me when I called cops.
All right, so you have a case. You got a case. You're arguing your case with the wrong guy. So you have a case. She stabbed you.
Okay.
Cops didn't arrest her. You went to the hospital. You're saying these things happened. So
I did not go to the hospital because I was new. I had no idea anything about the process.
You need a consultation. I'm never going to figure out your life on this show. Hold on one second. All right, he can go on forever here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to you get stabbed and don't go to a hospital, huh?
Did he say he just got here?
But you get what is he, Rambo? He's stitching himself up.
So there's a lot of holes in the story.
Yeah, but a lot of people would say, well, he's undocumented. He's scared to go.
That's what I would think.
Right. So,
but
Yeah.
That's why you need a consultation for that.
All right, let's go to Ian in Hollywood, Florida. Ian.
Yeah, hello?
How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Brad.
How are you? Good evening.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling on behalf of a friend. Hello?
Ian, you got to get the question
Yeah.
out. I'm falling asleep listening to you.
Yeah, I have a friend that he hasn't, he's trying to remove the condition
Ian?
on the 2-year green card. So he's supposed to go on his interview on Monday. But he and his wife have a big fallout. And she's saying that she's not going on the interview. And
Well,
you know what I mean? Show him all that-
then at that point, he would have to start a divorce, go on the interview, say he is starting a divorce. Hopefully the immigration officer will give him time to start a divorce and get divorced because there's only two ways to do it. You either show up with your wife or you show up with a divorce decree.
Okay.
So the wife doesn't want to show up. The wife's burying herself and gonna get divorced. I mean, those are the choices.
All right. Second question. He's been waiting on this interview of a while now, so it has passed his time to apply for his citizenship.
He can't do anything right now because he's not in a bona fide marriage with his wife. The wife's not showing up. He's getting a divorce. He could show up and say I'm abused. Those cases don't work as well as getting divorced. Historically, that's what happens with immigration. So, get divorced.
In a case where he works out the problems with his wife and go on the interview and everything is fine.
I'm sorry?
And he's in a case where he works it out with his wife, for example, and he goes.
Everybody has a fight. They make up.
Yeah, but can he still file for his citizenship before he gets the 10-year green card?
No, let him get the 10-year green card first. I mean, theoretically you can, but he has to prove it's a bona fide case for citizenship, and then that's another interview to go with the wife. Just get his 10-year green card. Let's not get carried away. Okay? Get along with the wife to get the 10-year green card and go from there. All right?
Okay, then. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. I think that was for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we don't know. We don't want to.
So anyway, we're running a contest on Instagram, and if you do like our most recent post, Schmoozing with Brad, about the Australian fires, and you follow us at Bradshaw Live, and you tag 5 people on that post, on Wednesday we're going to pull out of our machine the name of an additional person who will win a free consultation with me at a value of $200. You can also follow me on Instagram at Real Brad Bernstein. If you follow me at Real Brad Bernstein, just say hi in my DMs or in the comments, like a picture, whatever you want, whatever people do on Instagram. But most importantly, if you want to contact me and ask me a question, I know who you are. I'll give you an answer. And Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, do you have anything to promote?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Yonathan Elias TV.
All right. So I've answered lots and lots of viewers' questions about U.S. immigration law on this show over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that?
I would, yes.
So today, we are going to start to celebrate some of the successful viewers that have listened to my advice and then straightened themselves out with their legal problems. It's called Congratulations. Let's watch.
I'm good. I'm happy. I called you 2 weeks ago because I'm your client. I'm one of your clients.
Great.
And I explained my situation to you, and because I didn't receive my card, my EAD card or anything. Right. So you told me to give them until which was October month and call you back. And I got it today in the mail. Yeah.
I'm like clairvoyant. Like I know these things. I can see the future.
Yeah, that is what I was saying. I was saying,
damn, he's good.
I know his stuff.
I either know my stuff or I'm really damn lucky. One or the other.
Yeah.
But I think it's I know my stuff. When the man who interviews you says, I don't need any more questions, you're in a bona fide marriage, where should I mail your green card? You're approved. You're going to get a 10-year card if your marriage is more than 2 years old. You are done with immigration for life unless you want to become a citizen. Wonderful news.
Thank you so much. Keep up the good work.
Got my
green card. I just thought I'll let you know because your show has helped me a lot. So I was like, I need to inform you.
Congratulations.
So,
That's wonderful.
yeah.
It makes me feel really good that you watch my show, you take my advice. I help somebody that I have never met before in my life, and you're better off for it.
I remember 2016, you helped me to remove my condition and get my
job.
So, yes, very good. Thank you.
Good. The reason it's under review, anytime there's an arrest, it has to go through the supervisor. But the diversion program's not going to prevent your wife from getting a green card, so don't worry about it.
Thanks a lot. I think I called before and took your guidance.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Fajardo, what can I do to help?
One time I tried to look on the YouTube and I saw your channel.
Thank you.
Your show. So I tried to listen on your show for the whole day. The whole day. I tried to tell to myself, well, why don't I try to give a chance again and try to get another lawyer, even though I have a good lawyer already. To make the story short, I give myself a shot. I call your law firm and all those people you have there, those staff, they are really nice.
Thank you.
They accommodate me well.
Thank you.
They gave attention on my case.
Thank you.
Less than a year, I become a U.S. citizen.
Hey!
Congratulations!
Yeah. So this guy waited years
Watching your show
wanting
on
to become a
demand.
citizen.
Love that.
He's not becoming a citizen. He's getting to run around for years. He watched the show for one full day. The man's smart. He says, I'm doing my research on this guy. He says, this guy has got answers to everything. And then you hired us, and now you're a citizen. So congratulations.
Brad, in fact, you are just wonderful. You and your crew. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you.
Keep up your good work.
Thank you.
You are doing an awesome job.
Thank you. You know what? Compliments get you very far.
God bless you.
Right, God bless you. God, keep talking. I can spend 1 hour listening to you, Diana, the way you're talking.
I got my 10-year green card.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You did that just from watching the show. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. All right, so congratulations, Yonathan.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That was awesome.
I love doing that. I feel like I'm a military leader who just won a war,
Yeah.
And I'm like on the balcony of the palace,
Parade.
Yes. All right. So we do something we like to call social media check-in. I don't hear any music to that, but I assume there would be. Well, I would assume there would be music there.
Oh, there it is. All right, our first comes from Claudia Slaw saying, hey, my priority date is April 2019. I can see that my category F2A is current. Do I have to wait till NVC contacts me? What do I do?
Got to wait till NVC contacts you, but hopefully they will shortly.
Okay, and Carla is saying, good day. If we are going to use our home as an asset for the income requirement on our I-130 application, can we show a home market value comparison to show proof, or do we actually need to pay for an appraisal?
No, why don't you go get the tax records and say what the appraised value from the tax assessor is.
Okay, my wife tells me yesterday that I should leave, and she has my work permit and the paper that I should use to get my social security number, and I'm waiting on the 120 days to hear from the immigration about my interview. What should I do?
Go call a lawyer. It sounds like you got lots and lots of problems.
All right. I'm hoping... Okay, my brother's case is at NVC. I have submitted everything and everything has been accepted. Now they say case for review. They are asking for a W-2 form now. Will I go back into a waiting line for them to review the W-2 form?
Yes, you will. If you don't submit everything, you get delayed.
Okay, Brown Eye Nikki asking for a friend, which I hope this friend is watching. Yes. My friend filed the I-360, which she already received her second work authorization. Does that mean USCIS approved her I-360?
She got what she got approved? I was looking at Instagram as having pause issues, at least on mine.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, that happens.
It's a damn.
All right. My friend filed the I-360, which she already received her second work authorization. Does this mean that USCIS approved her I-360?
No. Well, if she filed an adjustment, that means she's getting the work permit through the adjustment. It depends what's on the work permit. If it says C9, that means you have a pending adjustment. Nothing's been approved. If it says C31, that means you're getting your work permit through an approved I-360, then yes, your I-360 is approved.
All right, Princess Tenko saying, my friend was charged with assault after a fight with his wife. He has an immigration case pending for removal of his conditioned residency. Will this be a problem if she drops the charges?
Well, she can drop the charges, but the prosecutor can continue to prosecute you despite the wife dropping the charges. Domestic violence is a problem if you're found guilty. If you're not found guilty and the charges are ultimately dismissed against you, it actually could go to your favor because it's proof that it's a bona fide marriage. People don't get into domestic disputes unless it's a real marriage.
Right. Meaning you should get this lawyer here.
That doesn't mean you should go start hitting women.
Right.
You never hit a woman.
Exactly. All right. My name is Haiti. I got married on December last year. So how long do you think that I can apply for a green card, but my visa will expire in March this year?
Now?
Vamunya saying, I have a 2-year green card. Is it possible for me to apply for citizenship?
You got to remove the conditions.
Lee saying, I have an asylum case pending for 4 years, no interview schedule. Is this normal?
Yes.
Erica Johnson saying, I petitioned for my son from 2012, updated status in 2013, and I've not heard anything as of yet. I'm a citizen from 2013. I did my filing.
You should have gotten the approval already. Give me a call.
Miyazi saying, I'm qualified for a bill just passed for librarians. Am I? I think we asked this yesterday.
Yeah, it would be funny. Am I eligible for a bill passed by librarians? I'm from Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say.
No.
Okay.
So came 2018 December and filed asylum. However, my case was postponed.
Yeah, it doesn't qualify. You got to be here by November. You have to be here by November 20th, 2014, or your parent has to be filing and have been here by November 20th, 2014, and you're single. One or the other.
At Pete saying, if one has a misrepresentation based on fraud, will it be okay to travel using an advanced parole?
Yes.
Also, does having such misrepresentation affect the 5-year good moral character?
Yes, and it also affects you from getting a green card.
Tiffany's saying, squad up, have a social security number from a J1. Do I need to update with married name to file tax with U.S. spouse? We'll be submitting a concurrent filing this month.
Well, you should file a joint tax return. You don't have to take his name. It's a modern world.
Okay. Will the SS office allow them to do so?
You file your tax return based on what's the name on your social security number.
Gareth Brown saying, I have an individual hearing next week. My I-130 is approved. I have a child with my U.S. citizen wife. What should I expect at my hearing?
Expect to have the case terminated and adjust your status, or to have the judge adjust your status right there on the spot.
Nishayli saying, my question is, my brother is detained. He was charged with domestic violence for his wife, but he is appealed and BIA approved is appeal. Do you know what the next step is from here? Do you understand that?
He had some domestic violence charge. He got ordered deported. He appealed that. The BIA said, you're right, the court was wrong. That means the next step would be go back to court and fight it over again.
Okay. McLord saying, if your asylum case has been closed, but they grant you in a condition which you always renewed your working authorization.
That was probably either withholding of removal, most likely.
Okay. So
that doesn't entitle you to a green card or to travel.
Okay.
That was the question. I don't really know what they were asking.
Yeah, damn. All right. Toya Wells saying, can my U.S. citizen husband file for a 19-year-old daughter, and how long will it take? We got married when she was already 18.
No, if the marriage happened after 18, you got to wait on your green card and file for your daughter.
Sebastian Z saying, what documents do you need to prove you have been in the U.S. for a certain period of time?
Proof you've been here. What documents would you show? Work papers, medical records.
Can you get bills in your name?
Bills in your name, mail in your name, all sorts of different things.
Yes.
Anything with a date and your name on it.
Yeah. Or can you do bank statements and stuff?
Bank statements, yeah.
If I know, come on.
Come on.
All right. Earl Eugene saying, I have a question, sir. My EAD renewal has passed 6 months and my job is on the line. My 180 days automatic extension will expire in March and I filed for renewal May 2019. Please, I don't understand.
Donald Trump. That's what it is. Donald Trump.
Easy answer.
Easy answer.
Yeah.
Let's hope you get it before March.
All right, Salma Cole saying, I'm waiting for my expedited EAD, but it's taking a very long time. I have a VAWA pending with 2 kids to support. Can you please give me some advice as I'm literally stuck? Please help.
They're not going to expedite your EAD, but if you have a VAWA and have not filed an adjustment, you're not getting it anyway, so file your adjustment.
Kiki saying, is the process for adjustment of status the same for same-sex marriage? Is there a bias involved? Can I file the I-130 and the I-485 at the same time?
It's the same process. There is absolutely a bias involved.
Sheesh. Tiffany said, so can she do it at the same time?
Do it at the same time. It's the same process, but immigration is very suspect of same-sex marriages.
All right. Tiffany saying, have a social security number from, I think I said this. Yeah. Kenny, Ohio saying, I'm asked to provide affidavit of support for I-130 for my spouse. Recent tax transcript from IRS. Does it mean the 2018 or I must wait and get the 2019 transcript?
No, it's 2018 because 2019 is not due till April 15th.
All right. Last one, Ravi saying, I have a disorderly conduct conviction reduced from domestic violence on a separate docket. Maybe it's docket?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going for a visa stamping for H4 visa extension. What will happen?
You should be okay because it's only a disorderly conduct.
Okay.
All right. So with that, I had a chance to speak with Alicia Villanueva. She is the owner of Alicia's Tamales Los Maya. Now, Alicia arrived in the United States from Mexico 20 years ago with nothing, worked as a housekeeper, built her business at night from the ground up. Today, she has huge catering contracts at a company that continues to grow. Alicia is the definition of the American dream success story. Let's watch. When Alicia Villanueva arrived in the United States more than 20 years ago from Mexico, she decided to introduce the taste of her home country to her neighbors in the form of tamales she had made since she was a young girl. Now, almost 2 decades of selling her tamales door to door, her hard work has now landed her a major contract delivering her tamales to the Chase Center, the new home for the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco. And this is just the beginning of her company, Alicia's Tamales Los Mayas. Here to discuss her journey in obtaining her incredible American dream success is Alicia Villanueva. Alicia, how are you? And thank you for coming on Brad Show Live. I want you to know I'm going to have a very hard time doing this interview because I am sitting here in front of at least 24 tamales right now. I have chicken. I have, what else do I have here? Chicken, pork. Tell us what a tamale is.
Okay, the tamale is like a really delicious, I can say a small kind of cake. I can say like cake, but it's made with corn milk and it's with the corn hash and it's filled with a delicious, like anything like can be by chicken, carnitas or any filling you want to put in there. There is some that is mild, and then some of them are spicy. But it's I think for me, the tamale is a really gourmet and beautiful plate because you can have this for breakfast, for lunch, or in a really nice and gourmet dinner too. It's really versatile and really magical for me. I love the tamales. You have to unwrap the corn hash and then pour some salsa. I send some salsa like a chipotle and tomatillo. Tastes really good. Right. And then you can go bite by bite.
Now, I'm eating the chicken right now.
That one is my grandmom recipe, and it's with chicken and then carrots, potato, zucchini, and some peas, and the tomatillo salsa. Every flavor of the tamale is different, honestly, different recipes, but tastes really good. So you can try.
So when did you first start cooking tamales? As a child?
I really feel my passion for the cuisine since I was like a child. And then I remember that my grandmom and my mom invited me to be in the kitchen, helping them.
You're really an American success story. A real, true life American dream come true. You came to America how long ago?
Mi amor, I arrived to United States on the 2000, and it was my kid, 8 years old, Pedro Jr.
But how old were you when you came here in 2000?
Like 39.
What made you leave Mexico?
Our countries are really lovely, but it's really hard to have a really good life. And after that, little by little, I was just building my American dream like everybody.
What gave you the idea to start cooking tamales? You're working so hard. You're a housekeeper. A, where'd you get the energy from? And B, why did you start to do it?
I just think on this, and then when you have the passion to do something and love, I think that doesn't matter that you feel really tired or whatever, because I was, but I just keep going.
You had to pay your rent, you had a child, and then you took whatever money you had left over to buy ingredients to cook tamales, because it costs money to buy all these ingredients, and then start knocking on the doors and say, hey, buy my tamales. It's quite an amazing story.
Yeah, honey, but I realized like maybe it was like after 3 years or something like that, I say, Alicia, although I just get a penny, I just keep going on my dream. But I realized that I have to be educated. And then I start to find some resources. And finally, I find one organization, no-profit organization that say Woman Initiative.
How did you discover this organization?
It was really I think like a miracle, because I was just walking on my route that I was selling my tamales in Oakland, and I just find a small flyer in the floor, and I just pick it up, and it was entrepreneurs, women, and so I say, okay, I have to call them. Yeah, and then from that I am graduated from them. I make a program of 6 months, and my teacher, I remember my teacher Gonzalo say, Alicia, there is a really nice place that maybe is going to be really good for you, and we call La Cocina. La Cocina is a no-profit organization, so I went with them, with the opportunity to start this program with them, and there is 5 years that I did is pre-incubation and incubation.
You were doing this for 6-7 years before you turned to profit.
I start to make profits, honestly, on the 2010.
Were your goals to say, I want to be an independent businesswoman?
There is 4 organizations that support me to grow up my business. It was MAF, is Mission Asset Funds, that they helped me to get my first $1,000 that I invest in my old van. And then I start to do some deliveries. And then Opportunity Funds, they helped me to buy a brand new van. And after that, another that is a MEDA, is a Mission Economic Development Agency, and with La Cocina. La Cocina helped me too much, and all of them changed my life. It's a family business, and we have a location of 6,000 square feet, and we are doing like maybe 40,000 tamales per month.
What? How many employees do you have working in your? I guess it's a factory now. Is that what you?
Yeah, we are 25 with me.
Did you ever think to yourself when you were working as a housekeeper, 20 years from now, I'm going to have this big company. I'm going to have 25 people working in a factory. I'm going to have drivers. I'm going to have a contract with the Golden State Warriors. Did that ever? How big were your dreams?
I have a really big American dream on that time, but not that in these dimensions, oh my God, like right now, I say, I pinch myself.
How many tamales do you make for the stadium every week?
Sometimes they just call me, Alicia, I want 1,500 tamales. I want 2,100 tamales. It depends, whatever they want, I'm ready for them.
You cater some big events, I understand too. What are the big companies that you cater? Tell me some of the people and companies that you've worked with.
There is like a Google, Facebook, Twitter. Plus, we have the school district is in a small town that we say Vacaville. I think that they serve like 10,000 plates per day or something like that.
Wow. And I understand also you're in Whole Foods, right? So we can go to Whole Foods and is this what I would find in Whole Foods? Something that looks like this? Or or you can go on Amazon and order it? Something that looks like this, Alicia's Tamales?
It's going to happen pretty soon. They say that we're going to have like 44 stores.
Every year you make more money than the year before, I assume, right? I mean, you're growing company.
See, but like a small company too, it's like I get my profits and I have to invest because it's the way that I have to do it.
So you have all these employees. How many employees are American citizens that work for you?
It's like, I think everybody.
Everybody who works for you. You're like, yeah, everybody. So what would you say if Donald Trump came in here in the middle of this interview? He calls Mexicans rapists, criminals, terrible people, throw them all away. What would you say to the guy? Here's a Mexican who came with nothing and is making an economic success not only for herself, but employing tons of Americans.
I know. Like, I feel so sad that he has this image of our race. And I think that every race, have different, good and bad people. And he doesn't have to generalize our, how can I say, Latinos, the way that
he doesn't have to stereotype every person who comes from Latin America.
Yeah, they don't have to express that that way. Sorry.
I think somebody's at the door there. They really want the tamales. Somebody wants the tamales badly. They're banging down the door for you there. When did you become a citizen?
I'm gonna be. I have my residence in few days.
You have a green card. You're gonna be a citizen very soon. Well, congratulations on the upcoming swearing in. That's amazing. Who is that?
No, it's another of my beautiful advisors.
And one of your advisors.
He's the director of quality control. It's James Farrell.
Oh, hello, James. How are you?
Hello.
I ate your chicken tamale, and I ate your pork tamale. Is there one that's very, very special? Which one should I try?
We have the four traditional ones that I say: the chicken, the carnitas, the Oaxaca cheese. Did you try the Oaxaca cheese and the veggie?
Which one should I try? The Oaxaca?
The Oaxaca cheese.
Which one is the Oaxaca cheese? All right, so I'm going to try my last one because I'm getting full. What are your goals for this company moving forward?
I have another dream. When I was doing my first business plan, I remember that I say, I'm going to sell like 4,000 tamales per month. And everybody was laughing, Alicia, you are crazy. But now I really want that the company be worldwide. And I would like to sell my product. My first one is going to be Canada.
Oh, you want to go international?
Yes, I really.
You want to be an international conglomerate. All the way from being a housekeeper and out of status to international businesswoman and conglomerate. That's amazing. You had that dream, I'm going to do 4,000 tamales. Everyone laughed at you, and boom, you did it. Now you have this dream, I'm going to go international. You can't go international unless you have that dream to do it. You have that in your head, I'm going to do it. So you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You have the know-how, you got the product, you're going to do it. Where are your kids? Are they with you in this business?
Oh yes, I have my Pedro Jr. is like I say, he's 26 years old. He's graduated from San Francisco Cal State, and he's working with me shoulder by shoulder, and I really want that he become to be the CEO of the company. Yeah, and Grecia is 15 years old. She's in high school in Berkeley High, and Pablo is 17 years old. But when it's the summer or the spring vacation, they spend the day working with us, doing deliveries.
And you did this all, which is now even more amazing as an out-of-status person. You built this whole company, but now you actually have your green card. So that's even more amazing when you think about it. What is your American dream? You told me you had a dream of, going international with your products. This is a show about reaching your American dream. You are the perfect example of somebody who has reached or is in the process of reaching their American dream. Tell me what the American dream means to you. Tell me if you've reached it, or where you need to go from here.
Okay, it's like my American dream is like I really want to make a very positive impact in my community, open opportunities for the families, and and demonstrate that to our president that we contribute a lot, and I just want to have a really good impact in United States and take care of my people. My staff is my second family, and make sure that their kids are gonna be in college and as mine, and help all my people who is helping me to grow this business too. I really appreciate so much to my community, my family, Pedro, my husband Pedro. Oh my God, he's really big support, my kids, and without them, I think that Tamales Los Mayas can be in the place that I am right now. And of course, with my dream and my hard work too. But I have a really good expectations in the future for this business.
Well, Alicia, you are the perfect example of dreams come true. And if you can dream it, it'll happen. And you came here with nothing, and you made an amazing success of yourself. And it's quite an amazing story. And quite frankly, quite amazing tamales that go along with that amazing story. If somebody wants to go and buy your tamales online, can they do that somewhere? Or find out more about your company? Where do we buy your tamales online or find out more about your company?
It just go to our website and just place the order, and we can mail the tamales to everywhere.
What's the website?
Oh, it's really easy. It's like www and then aliciatamalesLosMayas.com.
All right.
This is our website.
Great. Alicia, thank you very much, and thank you for lunch. I really appreciate it. Your tamales are amazing. You have an amazing American dream story. You are the quintessential American dream. It's amazing what you're doing. I am proud of you, and having never even met you, I'm just proud of interviewing you and hearing this story. I only wish you the best of luck, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
And I just want to say thank you so much, and it's an honor to be with all of you. And I would like to say to everybody who has a dream, just go for it. There is nothing that can stop when you have the passion and you love what you are doing. You can do it.
Thanks for your time, Alicia. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
You too. All right, Julian, it's speed round. I understand we're going to put 11. The cars can't seem to leave. 11 questions. The cars are leaving the starting gate, Yonathan. I'm going to answer 11 questions in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's see. You ready?
Yes.
All right. 1:20 on the clock, please. Silence in the control room. We need full concentration. Let's go.
Jesu saying USCIS denied my I-485 and I-30 case, but I am still on the F1 status. What do I do?
You've got a problem because you can't renew your F1 because you've already shown an immigrant intent on a non-immigrant visa.
Stanley says, can a federal aggravated felony be expunged or vacated for a 212 waiver?
Unlikely.
Vamunia saying, I have a 2-year green card. Is it possible for me to apply for citizenship?
No, you got to wait and remove the conditions.
Rohan said, after enlisting in the U.S. military with a green card, how long before you can apply? Naturalization.
1 year for citizenship.
Sandy saying, what can you use as a U.S. domicile when submitting I-864 for affidavit of support?
The place where you live.
Rajesh saying, how can I withdraw a petition after 2 months if still not approved?
Withdraw it. You just write a letter saying, please withdraw.
Chris says, if a visa overstayer is married to a U.S. citizen with no filed petition and gets detained by ICE, what is likely to happen?
Get deported.
Sarah saying, is it a good idea to include a joint sponsor if petition's income is exactly 125% of the federal line?
I would say get a second affidavit of support.
Stanley saying, can a federal aggravated felony be expunged or vacated at 212 waiver? Olu saying, I would like to travel to Nigeria. How long can I stay outside the
3
country?
weeks in advance parole.
All right, my name is Bobby's. I was wondering if I can change my F1 status to green card after attending only 1 semester. Was that the last one?
I closed my eyes because they always burn after
I
that.
thought I was going to get that last one in.
Yeah, you know what? That first question was an open-ended question.
Yeah.
So we got an open-ended question in our speed round. We can't have open-ended questions. What should I do questions is not.
I would say
is not
hire me.
optimal. Is not optimal for speed round.
All right.
But what was the last question?
Baba is saying, if I can change, I was wondering if I can change my F1 status to green card after attending only one semester with an employment offer. Like, how possible could that work?
You need to remain in status or go home and wait for your green card. So we would need a consultation.
All right.
All right. Comments of the day. Comments of the day. I assume some people made some comments, Yonathan.
Yes, they did.
Some of them were funny. Some of them were heartfelt. Some of them were loving.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
All right, our first comment of the day comes from Don Harriet saying, "You saved many from sleepless nights, Brad."
Wow.
Yes, this is very true.
I'm glad everyone else is sleeping well. I'm awake with like one eye the whole night.
Right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Second comment of the day comes from Therese Slater, and this is talking about when you actually said Benjamins, and saying, "Did Uncle Brad just say Benjamins? Uncle Brad is quite hip.
Yeah.
All about the Benjamins."
That's right.
You know, Diddy had a song about the Benjamins. All right, third comment of the day comes from Cordella Douglas saying, "Today's show is the best. Thank gosh, it's Thursday."
Yes.
Yeah, that means you get one more
day tomorrow.
Yes.
When was the last time we went 5 full days, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
We're going to be live tomorrow.
Yes, and the fourth one is about Alicia's interview from Tamika Nelson saying, "Brad is busy eating, LOL." He's not even listening to Alicia.
That's very true. No, I was listening. I was concentrating on eating, but I was listening too.
You definitely were chewing and talking at the same time. All right, and our last comment of the day comes from Lisa Bling Rose saying, "Why is Uncle Brad eating and not Dr. Yo-Yo? That's his job." And I agree.
I agree too. How'd that hand get in here?
You!
Did you just point me?
You took my job.
Stop. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465.